Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining me for News 5 Now at 12:35. Happy Friday! We have made it to the end of the work week. Y'all, I have been so excited to get on News 5 Now today, and here's why. I have to show y'all something. Look at this. Can you see it? Look how cute this is. Brian Bennett from Pumpkinstein Studios carved Bill Riles and I into a pumpkin. How sweet. We had him on the show today to talk about his business, right? He carves pumpkins, he carves different fruits throughout the year. And so we wanted to talk to him about all the things fall traditions and how beginners can carve a pumpkin. If you're like me, I know nothing about carving a pumpkin. I can literally take my knife, make a little triangle, cut out a little smile, and that's all I have, right? And so we wanted to bring him on to talk about it, and he surprised me with this. I thought it was so sweet, so I wanted to show y'all. I'm going to show you again if you missed it. Look at that. Look how cute. The detailing is incredible. So we want to thank Brian. Thank you so much for being on. And if you're interested in watching the segment, make sure you download our free WKRG Plus app on your televisions. If you have, I believe, a Samsung TV, if you have Roku, Apple TV, you can get our WKRG Plus app, and that segment will be uploaded later today. So make sure you tune in for that. In other news, for News 5 Now, we are talking about a long-awaited project in Mobile that is finally starting today. A Baldwin County man has been arrested on child sex charges, and authorities are looking for an armed and dangerous man in our area. Stay with us. We've got those stories and much more on News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Well, if you've joined us before, we always start off with our big stories this afternoon. Number 5, the government shutdown has forced some areas and amenities of the NASA Space and Rocket Center to close down in Huntsville. Almost 15,000 employees have been furloughed nationwide, and another 3,000 are working without pay following the government shutdown. Huntsville's Marshall Space Flight Center will continue satellite operations, but it may cause delays or cancellations of future launches. Tours of the Space and Rocket Center have been canceled, and NASA will have to stop working in schools until further notice. Also, NASA's website will not be updated until the shutdown is over. Number 4. Alabama conservation leaders are reporting a rise in sick and dying deer across the state. Officials say there's a rise of hemorrhagic disease among Alabama's deer population. The disease is most commonly spread by fly bites. Some symptoms include swelling of the neck, head, and tongue. Bow hunting season for deer begins in about 2 weeks. Number 3. The Mobile County Sheriff's Office and U.S. Marshals are looking for a man who is considered armed and dangerous. This is a picture of Ronald Coley Jr. Authorities were called to a home on Myrtlewood Avenue in Chickasaw, where they thought Coley was barricaded inside. When deputies entered the home, they found it empty. Number 2. Reports of children being inappropriately touched led to the arrest of an undocumented immigrant. 45-year-old Mario Rosas Geronimo of Summerdale was arrested after 2 children were reported being touched inappropriately to Summerdale police this week. Summerdale police turned over the case to the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office, who made the arrest after the investigation. Officials say Geronimo confessed to the crimes. And number 1 this afternoon, big changes are coming to Langen Park as the city begins a $15 million dredging project at Langen Lake today. Officials say the project will improve water quality, remove invasive species from the water, and open up the lake to new recreational activities like kayaking and canoeing. This project has been 7 years in the making, getting to the day dredging can officially start. It's expected to take about 18 months to complete. Let's move things over to our question of the day this afternoon. That question is, should women get lighter prison sentences than men? Joseph says, same crime, same time. I agree with you. I see David says, if the crimes are lighter. Someone says, if they can commit the same crimes, they should do the same time. A lot of people are saying the same thing. One man, no difference. Nope, do the crime, do the time, no matter what. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. No, women should not get lighter sentences. Amanda says, from what I see, a lot of them already do. Larry says, equal rights, remember? Jim says, well, are they committing the same crime? Sandra says, in some cases, yes. In some cases, no. Valerie says, no, it should be all equal. I think most of the comments we're reading are, if it's the same crime, you do the same time. And I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Let's move over to our poll of the day. Today it is, are you living paycheck to paycheck? 137 people say yes. 40 people say no. And one person says prefer not to say. We want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the question and polls of the day today? Do you believe women should get lighter sentences than men? Tell us why or why not. And are you living paycheck to paycheck? If you're comfortable with that, we would love to hear from you. All you have to do is head over to our Facebook page. If you haven't already, it's WKRG. And make sure you are subscribing and liking the page first. And then you can chime in on those questions and polls of the day. And we'll share some of your responses right here on News 5 Now. I know Devin Walsh is normally here during the afternoon News 5 Now, but she is out today. So I got to fill in for her. And I'm glad I got to. Because if you're just now joining us, look at this, guys. Look how cute this is. It's a pumpkin of Bill Riles and I. We are carved into this pumpkin. And if you put a light inside of this pumpkin, you can really see the detailing. Brian Bennett, he created this masterpiece, and he did such an incredible job. I was like, I have to tell the world about this. So I'll be posting it on my Facebook later today. Nonetheless, thank y'all so much for joining us for News 5 Now at 12:35. It's always a pleasure hearing from you all in the comments. We've got people watching from Mobile and Saraland. I hope you all are having a great day at work or a great day just enjoying your Friday. Make sure this weekend, if you are headed out, because there's a lot to do, right? We've got the Gulf Coast Challenge tomorrow. Alabama A&M will be playing Jackson State University. We've got Alligators and Ale over in Baldwin County. We've got a big rummage sale. We got the Heart of Mary fundraiser. Just a lot of stuff. But if you're going out Saturday, you should be okay, but I remember John Nodar saying, if you're going out on Sunday, make sure you have those umbrellas handy because you will need them. Other than that, y'all have a great weekend, and I will see you back here next week. Bye, y'all.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.